A mystery science can't crack. Let me ask you something. With all the advancements in science and technology, mapping the human genome, building AI that predicts the weather, and even sending robots to Mars, why is it that we still cannot predict the face of a child before they're born? Think about it. We know the DNA of the mother. We know the DNA of the father. And yet we are completely powerless to say, this is exactly what your baby will look like. Even if we argue that genetics can explain the similarities, a baby with their mother's nose or their father's eyes, there's still this enormous, unbridgeable gap, a gap that science can't cross. And it's not for lack of trying. Scientists know every single gene in the human body, yet predicting a child's face with absolute accuracy is impossible. Why? The chaos in creation. Here's why. Nature is a force of unimaginable complexity. When conception happens, a single sperm out of millions fertilizes the egg. The one that wins isn't chosen by science, logic, or any predictable method. It's randomness, pure chaos. And in that tiny microscopic moment, a genetic blueprint is formed that's so intricate, so unpredictable, that even the most powerful AI or supercomputer would throw up its hands in defeat. But here's the kicker. Even when we know the exact sperm, like an artificial insemination, even when we control every step of the process, we still can't predict the baby's face. Not even close. Why? Because genetics is only part of the story. There's also this mysterious process called epigenetics, where environmental factors, things like the mother's health, diet, or even stress, affect how the child's genes are expressed. It's almost as if there's a hidden hand guiding the process, a force that ensures every child is unique, no matter what. The fine-tuning of life. And let's not forget the precision. Out of billions of possibilities, no two faces in history, in all of history, have ever been exactly the same. Not even identical twins are perfect copies of each other. Their DNA is nearly identical, yet they have slight, unexplainable differences in their features. How is this possible? How is it that, with all our science, we can't crack this code? Could it be that we're staring directly at evidence of something greater, something beyond us? To me, this is more than just a limitation of science. It's a testament to the sheer genius of creation, a level of perfection and fine-tuning that screams, you're not in control. Something bigger is at play here. The grand design. Here's the part that might give you chills. What if this inability to predict a child's face isn't just a gap in our knowledge, but proof of a grand design? Proof that life was never meant to be fully understood, let alone replicated by human hands? This is where the argument for a creator, a supreme being, feels undeniable. Because randomness alone doesn't explain the beauty and uniqueness of every face. Science is stuck. Technology is stumped. And yet life continues to create in ways we can't even begin to replicate. It's humbling, isn't it? To realize how small we are in the face of something so vast and perfect. A call to wonder. So here's the thought I'll leave you with. The next time you look at a child's face, realize you're looking at something no machine could ever predict or recreate. You're looking at the result of a process so precise, so unique, that it borders on the divine. And maybe, just maybe, that's the point. Maybe life wasn't meant to be predictable. Maybe it wasn't meant to fit neatly into the equations of science or the circuits of technology. Maybe life is a reminder that no matter how advanced we become, there will always be forces greater than us. Forces we can only marvel at. Now, isn't that a little terrifying and a lot beautiful?